All right, well, welcome back. Sorry for the 2-week delay, but couple decided to go get married, so that totally wrecked up 1 week. Actually, it was a pretty awesome wedding. Thanks for having us. It was great.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yes. And then the other week, just things didn't work out. Life. So,
Life
anyway,
happens.
so again, we are trying this live on Twitch. So if you're watching there, great. Hello. And that double sound thing, hopefully that is gone. We've had a few settings that we screwed up on, so we're going to work on that. And we're going to continue our adventure.
You did turn that second microphone off.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. All right. Your
Hero point!
hero points.
Yay.
And all these hero points are for the bad guys. So, no. All right. Now, to catch everybody up, because it's been a bit, we have a group of adventurers that are in Andoran. And they have done a couple missions for a town, moved up the town's, not really guild, not really bounty hunter system. They have a system that just keeps
A job board.
adventurer workers busy and
Employment office.
yeah, an employment office for adventurers. And they've moved themselves up from past wood, past bronze, and jumped right up into silver. So the town is pretty happy with you guys. Quick talk to a lovely lady in town, and you have secured a job on a ship heading down to the jungles.
Right.
Yes, and that was going to be in a month. And in the meantime, you decided to do a quick job, go get some Koboltium, which you guys have discovered that the rareness and coolness of Koboltium has to do with how the kobolds treat the metal after it's
I already
been
have a pencil.
pulled out. It makes the metal more agreeable. I put it up over there. So. The metal is more agreeable to enchantments. It readily accepts enchantments better. It doesn't do any more. It just takes less resources to enchant it. So a weapon made out of Koboltium will be 25% cheaper to enchant. So,
Nice.
yes. And you will be paid 10 gold per bar. You guys skipped out of there with a wagon full of loot. And then for Halloween, the mists showed up one night, and you rescued a town from a demonic figure and freed the headless horseman from his servitude.
Oh, yeah. And I got a real good sword.
And you
out
got a
of it.
cool sword out of that, and a pair of black gauntlets. After, I'm presuming, giving the gauntlets to the barbarian wearing them for a night has become attuned to them, and he has discovered that these gauntlets give him 3 times per day a 30-foot range disarm attack. Costs 1 action, no words, but it is an obvious action. You have to palm out and pull with a swiping motion. It is 1 action, so you can go 1, 2, 3 in a row. If you look up the disarm in the book, you actually have to critically succeed to disarm somebody, but every success gives you a +2 on the next attempt. So you could go 1, 2, 3. It does have to be metal. It is magnetically based. So
No quarterstaffs.
druids will just walk you over there with their stick, you know.
It's kind of cool to try and force grip someone's like sword out of their hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going
And
to
it's-
take that.
It's a 30-foot range, so it is close range, and usually you'll be able to swing your hammer at things by then.
If
Your
we,
axe, right?
I use sword.
Sword. Okay.
If he disarms successfully with the glove, does the weapon come to his hand?
For every 5 that you beat the DC number by, it moves at 5 feet.
Okay.
So it'd have to be a really awesome roll to
Well,
pull it right
it's already
to you.
got to be a critical success, so it's already kind of guaranteed to.
Yeah,
10
once
feet.
it leaves, it would be good.
So it just depends on how far away you are.
Yeah.
And how bad the other guy rolls.
The rest of the journey back to town is pretty uneventful. It's forested. You make your way back a little bit slower.
Would you be better with the gloves?
You got a really cool sword.
Okay. Cool.
Ghost touch, correct?
And keen, apparently.
Yes.
That is a really nice sword.
Were you not here for that?
No.
No.
It was
Oh.
you, me, and Luke.
He was off Halloweening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We convinced the Headless Horseman to let me borrow his sword.
To fight some, like, dead
Because
things.
there were ghosts, and his sword could fight ghosts, and mine couldn't. And then when we succeeded and their whole world started crumbling away, I got to keep the sword and was
We've returned his head to him.
super
so.
not mad about it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was cool. All right. The journey back to town, not too arduous. A little longer just because of the weight of the Koboltium, but not a big deal. However,
Did we save Crunk Bunny? I feel like we did.
yes,
Yeah.
Crunk Bunny is with you. He is crossbowless.
That's probably for the better.
Not my problem.
As you guys approach town, can't help but notice that the guards have been doubled. Well, actually, probably a little bit more than doubled. Out of the big gates, one gate is closed. So only one is open. Like, you guys, your big double doors, right? One is closed, one is open.
And in the past, both were open?
Yes, in the past, both are open during the days. Nights, it gets closed. Of course, there's a smaller door, so people can come and go easier at night, but you're not going to be hauling wagon trains in then. There are 5 guards right out front, and you recognize one of them is one of the Eagle Knights, so a higher ranking is there, so him and 4.
I'm so glad Luke's not here.
There is also, up on top of the wall, mixed in with the regular archers, there are crossbowmen. Again, doubled, so you're seeing patrols each way. One bowman, one crossbowman, as they are literally walking opposites around the wall. The line up front is significantly longer since it's taking longer to get in, and it's pretty obvious they are searching every wagon.
I
Should we, like, be prepped to... I'm eating. I don't want to nom nom and everybody's here. Should we...
Stick it in the chip bag. Shake it all. Take that, internet!
Should we be, like, prepped to tell them what Koboltium is? Or have a lie prep?
just a metal.
Koboltium
Metal.
is just a metal.
Yeah.
It's
They won't think it's interesting and want it for themselves or anything.
They're guards, not brigands.
I mean...
They're guards, not brigands.
Okay, just wanted to ask.
confiscate this.
If they try to confiscate our stuff, then I guess we're killing all the guards.
There we go. That's
Sorry, did my McGill start showing?
yes. All right. So in line then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could try and flash this over town.
I don't want to throw my weight around.
Yeah, same.
Literally saying the words "we wait in line" doesn't actually take as much time as actually waiting in line. So I'm
Yes.
really not that upset
All right.
about it.
Yeah.
You wait in line. We fast forward. Da-da-da! All the boring stuff gone.
There.
Hey.
The power of tabletop
Kirk,
RPGs.
Kirk is fine. Lemmy is grumpy.
Exactly.
That's more like his problem, anyways.
As you approach, the Eagle Knight steps forward while the 2 of the guards are at the door. 2 of the guards are searching. The Eagle Knight steps forward as these 2 are finishing up the search and looks at you guys, cocks his head. It's like, you look vaguely familiar.
We were in town just the other day, so
I
that makes sense.
We work for the Talon.
Employment.
we killed a doppelganger.
Employment, yeah.
There was a whole lot of
right.
drama
That
about that.
It's our bad press. We killed a werewolf.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
The doppelganger is the Luke incident. We don't need to remind them that we
Yes.
were related to that incident. That was the one where we broke into someone's house, committed murder, and just happened to be a monster that we murdered.
How useful.
That's the one we don't take credit for if we can avoid it.
At least don't announce it.
Wrinkles up his forehead and he's like,
Oh, and the sewer monster.
yes, I remember a week or so ago. Right.
Yeah.
In that case, what have you been doing this last while?
Collecting metal for this dwarf to build stuff with.
Yeah, the dwarf named wrote it down.
Cave was filled with kobolds. Took
Didn't
care of
write
the
it down.
problem.
Those little rats. Would you be amenable to a
The
search?
blacksmith in Vistrum.
Vistrum?
Vistrum.
Yeah, sure. Search away. Search away. Kind
Okay.
sir.
He asks you just open your bag and show him. He's the silver talon. As soon as you guys showed him that, you could see just his demeanor immediately change. Like he just, okay, we got to do the formalities. Can I look in your bag?
Yeah, make sure we're not
Yeah,
smuggling in somebody.
as I cooperate 100%, I'm just gonna ask him
What's with the guard?
something happened. Security's
I guess yeah. If you're out killing kobolds, you didn't hear. The ambassador's party was attacked by the undead. The only survivor is Captain Wardeye, and he's in the hospital and still hasn't regained consciousness.
the ambassador's caravan that left last this world's equivalent of Thursday.
No, he left a week ago.
Same time as us.
We were
No. You guys don't even have to roll. His times and your times are not matching.
We were in another dimension with the headless horseman.
fart.
Time is skipped forward a bit, about a week.
But okay, so
So shortly after you guys left, 2 days after you left, the ambassadors left.
it was one of the jobs.
Five-
I'm understand. It was one of the
Yes.
jobs that we chose not to do.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a job you guys chose not to do. 5 days after,
We didn't do the job that got attacked by undead. Really?
Nope.
nope,
I hate this.
It wasn't heading towards the undead. It was heading...
to the Five Kingdoms.
Everything up is undead. You realize?
No, except it's going basically like straight right. It's not up. It's like upright.
Do you see where Andoran is?
Yeah.
Do you see where Five Kings Mountains is?
Yeah.
Tell me that is not northeast.
No,
These are the Five Kingdom Mountains.
That is not more east than north.
And then all the Gravelands. Gravelands is where
You're
last fall was.
That's where I'm from.
Isle of Terror is, of course, where
The Whispering Tyrant.
Whispering
I
Tyrant
thought
is hanging
the
out.
lake like stopped them.
No, the lake, the island in the center of the lake is the center of the undead empire.
Oh. Okay, if I had known that.
Yeah, a little bit harder to get to.
Oh well.
So, yeah, so their path was taking them around the Underfell Forest, up. They were going to hit onto this side. Down here somewhere by Dorskar's Crag is where the meeting was going to be. So the dwarves would move down here, these guys would move here, and they were going to have a nice little
Tete-a-tete.
yes.
Is the guard keep giving us this much information, where they got attacked? Does he know?
Most of this you were able to piece together because, of course, you read the job. You knew that the job was going there.
So they got attacked south of the mountains,
Yes, they did.
and that
Ruh-roh.
is bad.
Hence higher security.
No, but that's bad. Andoran is supposed to be safe from. Should be safe from that.
Yes.
As far as this book says, and I don't know what Troy's world is going through, Druma is even only barely getting attacked by undead.
Yes.
And that's on the other side of the mountains.
Yes.
Because he focuses his attention
No-
on the north side of the lake.
No
first.
other reports have come in. This is very
Troublesome.
bit of a surprise. And of course, and then talking with the guard further, he's like, well, and very little information is got other than a massacre. The bodies left on the field about half. We're presuming a lot of your ghouls and such that can turn them into undead. And they walked off. But quick, fast, efficient. Done. Captain's left. Captain's unconscious. Has not woke up for the last 3 days since we found him.
Don't we have a guy that can use the heal spell?
We technically have someone who is capable of healing, but so do the guards.
Yeah.
Okay,
Town has good resources.
just making sure.
And at the very least, they have that crazy autopsy guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that's an asset.
No, that's why it's a joke.
All right, well, thanks for your time, officer, fellow,
Very well.
sir, guy.
And hope your reward was worth your journey.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
hope so.
All right.
Into town to sell bars of metal.
If we're good to go.
Yep. He's pretty happy with you guys. Again, recognizing you.
Cool.
Sending you through.
Nice.
As soon as you get into town, Crunk Bunny's like, I gotta tell my mom about everything! And takes off.
Wait, Crunk.
And McGill runs
Sweet.
after him.
We don't have to split the money.
Wait, Crunk Bunny, you forgot your salary. Oh, wait, too late. Bye.
Krista Andert. All right. Head to the dwarf first, I presume?
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
All right. He is busy, working away. Sees you guys outside. Kind of gets a piece of metal that he's working on to a cooler state. Drops it into some water. Comes over, still carrying the hot tongs in his hands. So, took you guys long enough.
We got
There
sucked
were
into
a
another
lot of
dimension,
kobolds.
So.
Yeah.
You like
I
you're
would
going to
do
lead
it.
with the weird stuff, eh?
I mean, it's really not going to question it
So,
because it sounds made up.
did you get some Koboltium?
Yep.
Thud.
All 16 birds?
Counts it. He's like, oh, right. So, 8 gold a bar.
Yeah, it was 10.
Right.
He doesn't have that much money, I'm betting.
Can I take half, pay you for half, and get you the rest tomorrow?
Well, there was also talk. If you said if we got you 10, you would make us something of it.
Yes, you got 16.
Well, if you make us something with the 10 and pay us for the 6, is that not how that works?
No.
It was
get
going
paid
to
for
also
all of it.
pay for.
Was he really?
Yes.
Pay you for 10. Make you something out of 2.
Oh,
Tomorrow I'll
I
pay you
didn't
for
realize
4.
it only took 2 to make stuff. Yeah, works for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we have any weapon requests?
I don't need a new weapon.
Yeah, you're
Ever.
good.
I actually, in fact, need either this blacksmith or the blacksmith I hired last time to do a little rune transfer, because I need 2 to become 1.
He put a rune on his old one, but this one's better.
I just have the +1 rune on my bastard sword, so if he could just make me a bastard sword out of Koboltium, that'd be cool, I guess.
Okay, first, you should look up a weapon that has the throwing property. Because we have a returning rune that, swear to God, never gonna throw my greatsword. That returning rune is yours. And I'm sure daggers and stuff could be thrown, but find something fun to throw,
Find something cooler.
and we can make it a returning throw.
All right.
Because did you get a +1 rune
Yeah,
last time?
I got a +1 rapier.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause it's
so you can
+11.
pull the
right,
+1 rune off of there, the property rune, right?
Yeah.
So
Actually,
I actually had to sit down and map this out the runes. So you have weapon, and then you have these two types, and then there's two like.
It's a tree.
Yeah, it's literally an enchanting tree.
Okay,
Which-
a dagger, a spear.
Once I drew it out, it helped me picture it better.
I also just Levi, you don't have a +1 rune on
Hatchet.
your weapon.
I do have a +1 rune.
Oh,
a light hammer.
It's just I'll just move that to
okay.
the next one.
If it also
A
makes
star knife, which sounds cool, but it's only a D4.
because
A
additionally
trident.
in this scenario, you don't have to D+1 your rapier because we have an extra +1 rune. Because both the weapons I have are +1s.
Okay.
So we can transfer the +1 because I can't use both of them. There's no point. So you could keep your +1 rapier and have a +1 returning whatever you make, provided you're proficient in with whatever you grab.
That would be helpful.
That's
You don't
true.
have to be proficient.
Well, that's the problem.
Your
I'm
die
not
rolls aren't as
proficient
good.
in martial, so I'm not proficient with a trident.
Are rogues not proficient with like special types of weapons though? Like
No, I had to pick
Throwing stars.
rapier, sap, short bow, short sword.
glaive
simple.
kukri.
So what simple weapons are throwable?
Um,
Club. You can throw a club.
Throw a
a
stick.
dagger, a spear. That's about it.
No, none of those are really great.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a cold iron dagger. If you made it +1 returning, it would be a thing. I don't know how often you use your dagger though.
For like the, not the first attack, but the later ones, because it has, a lower negative. I forget why. I think because it's versatile or finesse.
It's agile. That's what agile means.
Agile finesse.
But that also means that your kukri has the same.
Yeah, it does. So.
But you can't
the
throw your
kukri
kukri.
is a D6. Yeah.
Okay, you'll figure that out.
Kukris are not throwable?
No,
Apparently not.
agile
Well, that's
finesse
no
for-
fun.
I mean, if you wanted to rule it, otherwise.
Actually, I guess that's the one other thing. Does the returning weapon grant the throwing property?
Sure.
Oh, maybe.
Well, let's say it does.
Sure.
On at least small weapons. We're not going.
Yeah.
Your great sword's not getting it.
No.
But if you
You're
want
not
to make
gonna
the
have a
kukuri throwing, that's pretty
Cool.
thematic and cool in my head, and I don't think that overpowers anything. So
Well, especially since a big part of that, one of the things that I was looking at is there's all the stuff in here to make a shield a weapon,
yeah.
but there's nothing to make a shield a throwing weapon, so you can't complete that sort of Captain America build.
Yeah. Not yet, anyways.
Not yet. And so I thought, like, if the returning rune kind of handled that lifting,
Yeah.
it would make sense.
And it is magic, so how about this?
Returning.
The
Etched
returning,
onto a thrown weapon.
the thrown property
Okay.
of that rune will work on weapons of light bulk. That way, any of your ones and twos can't, but you can put it on something light. It will grant a light weapon, and that'll be a house ruling.
Perfect.
Because, yeah, it's definitely.
So now you can
light.
slam it onto your kukri. Okay, so he said he's paying us for 10 right away.
Yes.
10, that's 100, split
Yeah,
4
100
ways,
gold.
that's 25 gold apiece.
Yep. And if you want those 4 extra bars, the price for those, he can call his enchanting friend over, and you guys can swap all the enchantments and everything around for the price of 4 bars.
4 bars,
That's 40 gold.
40 gold.
So rather than getting the money and then paying it back, we're
It
just going to
costs
say
6.5 to transfer my rune.
Mm-hmm.
It costs less to transfer your rune.
Yeah, 25% less. So is it just the 2 runes basically that need transferring?
Well, so I'm moving striking to this sword and a +1 to her kukri and a returning from a rune stone.
So
And I
is
don't
my
know if
rap-
rune stones cost anything to move from.
So is
I'd
my
have to-
rapier now a +2?
She literally just hit the book on me.
So 3.
Because it already has a +1.
Your kukri's already a +1?
No, sorry. I get +1 and returning?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
because we have a returning runestone, and I have an extra +1, and you can't add +1s together. You have to buy a +2, which costs way more than two +1s.
Yes. Which is interesting.
Okay, so now it's
Okay. So I just want to double check runestones
11.
to see if it costs anything to actually transfer from a runestone. Here we
What
go.
distance, Troy? 10 feet?
Yeah. 10-foot increments.
Oh, transferring a rune is 10% of the rune's price unless transferring from a runestone, which is completely free.
Yeah. Because all the money was spent putting it into.
Yeah, so the runestone doesn't cost anything to transfer. To give just that is 3.5 gold, and the striking rune is 6.5 gold. So 11 gold to transfer the other two runes.
So then we have 29 gold left to be paid back to us, or
Yeah.
as like a thank you for doing all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And
One
then it's
one bar
yeah.
covers it then.
Okay.
Okay, and then
So
there's
we have
3
the-
bars that
He'll
we'll
give you the 10% discount.
we'll figure out later.
So total over the course of the next days, you get another
Another 30.
30.
Split between 3.
So right now, every one of us gets 25,
Yeah.
including Luke,
Who's not here?
and then another 30 split 4 ways is 7.5.
There you go.
Which,
So 7 and 5 silver.
which brings me up to exactly 40, which might be enough to get me +1 armor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or a bag of holding. We need that. Shopping episode.
Since I made the encounters today, I would suggest the armor.
Can't afford the armor. Definitely can't afford the armor. Wow. Holy crap. Armor's a higher level than
Armor's
weapons.
more. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm screwed on armor. What about... Can I put, like, armor stuff?
Can I borrow a core rule book to see what all I can afford and what should I afford?
I can afford to make my armor slippery. Slick enchantment. This makes your armor slippery as though it were coated in a thin film of oil constantly. You gain +1 to checks to escape and squeeze. You'll be running through the catacombs like a greased janitor.
Just run down the hallway and drop. Slide.
Just get that enchantment on one of those super cheap plastic toboggan
There you
things. And just
Those like magic carpets.
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy carpets. Bag of holding. Can't afford that either. Oh, I guess we can afford it if we...
How much is it?
The 25 bulk bag of holding, or like the one that holds 25 bulk, is 75.
Oh, I'm so close. I'm at 55.
I'm at 42.
I'm at 53. So if we all chip in.
Where do
Wait,
I
it's 75?
find enchantments for my weapon?
Runes.
Page starting 581.
So instead of like each of us getting 25, what if we. And then another 7.5.
Wait, what?
What if we all pooled equally from what we just got with Koboltium to get a, what you call it?
Ghost Touch is priced at 75
Magnolia.
gold.
Yeah, it's good.
That's, yeah.
Like I said, the weapon that I have, I will, aside from I think upgrading it to a +2, I think at level 11 is when the +2 route, like,
Can be purchased.
yeah, +2 is level 10. My weapon will not need to change for a very long time.
Be good for a little bit.
Yeah,
So it's
I don't
armor
think
base
I
holding.
can or should get anything. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna save up for striking,
Right.
which I need 10 more gold for.
Yeah, I say we like pool the funds from what we just got paid to buy, unless you're getting armor. To buy a
There's
bag
no
of
armor
holding.
upgrade I can have.
So a bag of holding is 75 out of the 130 that we just got. So what's left over? 50?
Well, I already wrote
45?
all my money down.
No, I know. So just erase it.
No, I don't know what I had before. I'm not undoing it.
Minus 25 and 7.5.
Or we just figure out how much we're each putting into it.
But Luke's not here to contribute.
Well, then we force him to contribute because we haven't given him his money at all yet.
Yeah, he's off chasing Crunk Bunny right now.
Okay.
Because 75 divided 4 ways is
Numbers.
19, roughly.
Okay. So if we each pitched in
Roll
20.
a d20.
Oh no.
All of us?
11.
2.
7.
All right, you rolled over 10. You, with your recall knowledge, remember that the game master said when you were doing the armor versus the bag, he recommended the armor.
Yeah.
There may be a reason for that.
Yes,
Yeah,
but all
he
of us
can't afford
together
it.
can't afford +1 armor.
Yeah.
No,
But
but
maybe
there
one
might
of
be
us
something
should.
in an encounter that you won't have to spend for.
Oh!
Oh.
I actually made a loot table this time, and then you guys are like, I'm just gonna go buy it. It's like, fine, forget it. No more loot for all y'all.
No. Okay, so
Bunch
no
of-
buying bags
Bunch
of
of
holding.
punks.
Okay, well, as long as we don't need to carry heavy stuff back. Do you archery?
Nope. I don't even know what a bow is. I know what a short bow is. I have little arms.
Okay, that's done.
Oh yeah, do we heal?
Yes, you guys
Yeah.
are feeling significantly better.
Now that we're not in the dimension where we need to get the headless horseman his head back.
I don't know if you need to make a note of this because I don't know if it's actually an item or if it's something that we didn't diagnose. I have in our treasure 2 shining arrows. Does that stand out to you as something that was a thing or was something that we hadn't properly learned? Like,
I have to go through my notes again. It was a while ago.
also, yeah, because I'm just going through the loot that we have yet to divide.
Yeah, the shining arrows were. I had to go find them. They're basically they give a bonus to a particular creature. when you
Okay.
hit them. So
Cool. We also have a statue, a small statue of an onyx dog.
yes,
Which can be-
those are in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Can be turned into a guard dog for 6 hours, once per week.
I vote we name the dog Rufus.
I vote against that entirely on
Probably
principle.
turn that down.
I.
But does someone
It's not
want
me.
the dog? Right now, it's just in party
Who
loot.
wants Rufus?
I mean, he could be like a little mascot, but bronze could
Um,
probably sell.
Onyx.
Don't you do extra sneak attack stuff if you flank?
Yes.
Might be a possible option of
Rufus.
just
Circle round.
getting.
Rufus can flank?
He's a dog.
Statue?
No, he's a guard dog. You,
When did we get a guard dog?
did you not listen at all? We have an onyx statuette of a dog that for 6 hours can turn into a full guard dog.
Oh! No, I
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's like
That's awesome.
Dritz Panther,
Yep.
which I'm not even gonna try to pronounce.
Kitty.
I guess I could try and
Except
keep it then.
If you don't want
much
it,
shorter
you don't
time
need
frame.
it.
Well, no. What's its like HP and stuff? Would it be like
Pathfinder
immediately-
Bestiary, page 102.
It's a Rufus dog.
It might be an awful animal to have in a
Well,
fight.
that's my thing.
'Cause
If it's gonna get
if it's CR
swooped-
-1 or something, like
Yeah.
it'll get shreked.
Yeah.
So just never have it attack.
Guard
anything.
dogs. Creature
No,
level
but it would
minus
die
1.
instantly.
Oh, yep. Not using that. Let's
It would
just
get
sell it.
because -1 means its AC is like 11, so it's gonna get crit by everything that adds.
No, it actually has okay AC. AC 15. It just
Oh.
only has 8 hit points.
So one hit and it's done.
Yeah.
And but still very likely to be a crit. Like monsters of our level are adding 11 to their dice rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll regenerate after
A week.
a week.
One swing a week is basically what it comes down to mathematically.
But if we never have it attack, then the monsters and stuff should be prioritizing us in theory, right?
I doubt it.
Aye.
Like, no, I mean... Jess, did you mark the dog on your sheet?
No.
Okay, well, someone mark the dog on their sheet so I can erase it out of party loot. Because I don't need it.
Fine.
there you go.
You don't have to use it for
You're
flanking
in
and
charge
sneak
of
attack.
Rufus.
It's a guard dog.
Okay, guard dog for 6 hours a day, age 105.
6 hours a week.
6 hours a week.
Ugh. Wait, is there like a max number of times I can summon him in a week? Like, can I literally pull him out for 6 seconds?
You activate the
And then
statue by
back.
placing it on solid
Or-
ground and then speaking its name, which transforms it into a dog. In dog form, it understands your language and it obeys you to the best of its ability whenever you use an action to command it. Specifics of the creature is described below. Simple Onyx dog can transform into a guard dog. It has bonuses to tracking and dark vision, and it has the scent trait. If it detects a creature that is invisible, it becomes observed instead of concealed. And it can be activated once. It can only be activated once per week.
Ugh.
Then you
You
have,
have
for
to use
6
it for the
hours.
6 hours. Okay.
We're never gonna remember to use them.
I will try.
It's got scent and he's
The
useful
problem-
for invisible things.
The problem is trying to keep track of how many days it's been since I last did it. Because that's the thing. If I just have to remember, like, I use it and I have to wait 7 days for it, that's a long time. If it's literally like, okay, I'm going to wait till Saturday this week, use them. And then tomorrow's a new week, guys. I can summon them again. Like,
That's
it
not how that
seems,
works.
right? I'm pretty sure it just means 7 days in between each summoning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For 6 hours, 7-day recharge. Jesus. Seems useless, but once we're in like a cave or something where it's like, okay, these things keep popping out of nowhere, so then they're like, Rufus to the rescue.
Rufus, find them.
It is also a guard dog. It is something that can just hang out at night and like.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Give you guys 6 hours to sleep.
I don't know how much I would trust that. Excuse me. Plus
Magic.
we've got
Teach
a,
it to
Magic
bark.
guard
plus we've
dog.
got a guard tree, so you know.
The guard snake.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a
Exactly.
good idea.
All right.
So,
So the dwarf sends off some messengers to go get enchantments and things. He will have your weapons ready for you and extra dollars tomorrow.
okay.
Should be late afternoon.
So that's all we need from him. Is there anything else anybody wants to buy since we're in town?
I'm looking at something for you. You can't see in the dark, right?
Nope.
Right.
Sense your way.
Just
Yeah.
check.
I know the
With the
Pathfinder
darkness.
1 goggles were like super expensive.
I'm not looking at the
Oh,
goggles of
who's that?
night.
No.
What you looking for then?
Cool.
Well, there's an item that I just read that specifically called out using it in
Barbarians.
this way.
Oh.
So I want to see what its price is. Spellcasting services. Okay.
All right. So while he's shopping, what are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, I feel like
Second
I
level.
went through the list before when I
7
didn't have any
plus
money,
6
and I
is
was pretty
13.
fine. I got some like empty vials, which at some point might be helpful, and I have like some pints of oil that I can throw in the kitchen fire.
Set them on fire.
Yeah, I've got chalk just for funsies. I might get some more like meat pies.
Meet the bag.
But
Oh.
other than that, I would just like probably go back to that like shelter and spend my day healing people while we wait to go back to the blacksmith.
All right. So, hear me out. Goggles of Night. They're a level 5 item that cost 150 gold. Expensive. We don't need something like that. We are frugal adventurers, and the book literally
They're
says
saying the gem's cheap, giving us loot.
dull gray Aeon Stone. A dull gray Aeon Stone is 9 gold pieces and is a level 1 item. It has no magical properties aside from its ability to float around your head. It is the result of overusing more powerful Aeon Stones, but it can still serve as a stylish hands-free option for spells that target objects, like Continual Flame. Continual Flame costs 13 gold to get a wizard to cast on a dull gray Aeon Stone. So you'd pay 9 for the Aeon Stone, 13 for Continual Flame, for a
And then you
total
just,
of 22 to have
fire
a little ball of fire floating around your head, lighting your way forever.
Don't use hairspray.
Fair.
Wait, doesn't continual flame just look like a continual flame?
Yeah, it's not actually.
Yeah.
good.
You could even choose its color, technically. So if the wizard gives you a say, you can have a little neon pink ball of fire rocking your way.
This sounds like a great idea.
Well, that's the other thing.
You don't have to do
Both
it.
of us can't
Just-
see.
Oh, you can't see either?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Freaking surface-dwelling earthies.
You know what?
I think you're the only one with dark vision.
Yeah, I
Luke
don't
has,
even have low light. I have dark vision. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas.
Luke
very
does the
Luke does
four
the
ball
lights.
for dancing lights.
Yeah. So it is.
And last encounter, when I went off to save Crunk Bunny, before Luke was able to show up, I was walking in the dark. So
Yeah.
it can be a very useful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Spellcasting services, 7 gold for a second level spell, which is Continual Flame, plus its components. Continual Flame costs 6 gold to even cast. So 13 for Continual Flame plus 9 for the dull gray rock that floats around your head.
Fine, I will also do that.
You guys, it's just pricing out so one of you could see.
So that's 22.
Well, if you can,
Wait,
how much light does it give off?
you'd have to read the spell.
It's like a torch,
Yeah. I'm
but you can just reach up, grab it. And,
Is it light, bulk, anything?
It's negligible.
yeah, it's
Light.
It
This-
literally can't be bulk, Jess. It floats around your skull.
Right.
it's a gem. So
Right.
I was looking at Aeon Stones because there's some that do really cool stuff, but they're
Yes.
all high level.
Yes.
The only one that is level 1 is the Pallid Gray Stone.
I feel like bards would get it like all the time because like, look at me, look how powerful I am. I have an Aeon Stone.
Yeah, and someone looks at it really close and like, yeah, but it's like really low quality
It's
and
broke.
clarity and yeah.
That one's just a rock.
Are you sure?
you just cast levitate on a rock, didn't you? Just shut up.
That one's just on a string.
Okay, so I spent some money.
You didn't have to. I wasn't.
No, it was 20. I'm fine. Still made more than I spent. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill
And
with
then
the peeps.
this isn't me shopping.
I'm not gonna buy it yet.
Is there
We'll
a
see how useful
Pathfinder
mine is.
Society in and
See how useful mine is first.
Here?
before
Yes.
you double up.
Yeah, they actually have an office in town as well.
Okay. I would like to go there.
Okay. So you're heading over to the healing place?
Yep.
Okay. So as you're working there, lots of rumors. Right, just as, you know, because everyone's a talk about the buzz. You do notice in town that you're the guards not doubled in town, but each patrol has an extra dude. Oddly enough, one of them is always armed with a blunt weapon.
Is that good against undead? Do I know that? Do I need to?
It's good against skeletons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Do I have a blunt? I do not.
So, they welcome you. I hope that your adventures were great and stuff.
I need to look for a blunt weapon.
And
Why do you need a blunt weapon?
Because those are good against skeletons, and I have piercing and slashing currently.
Are we fighting skeletons?
I don't know.
Because I don't have a blunt weapon.
I need
Neither
more than
do
just
I.
a rock.
I don't have a blunt weapon.
when you throw your
So we're just
curry at 'em,
running if we run
hit
into
them-
skeletons?
Hit the back.
We're just doing less damage.
Skeletons are not that strong.
But they're scary and spooky.
That is true.
Though, if I become a Knight Reclaimant, I can ignore 5 damage resistance on any undead creature. So, I could just use whatever weapon I want against the skeletons.
Significantly less bodies in here. With the Titan security,
Yeah.
there's
Turn one of them away.
less running around. And they've been behaving themselves. So,
Not bringing your attention.
yeah. The only rumors you get is, well, confirmation that the ambassador's caravan was attacked.
Oh, right there.
You get no survivors. Some survivors were dragged off to the Whispering Tyrant. The ambassador is missing. The ambassador's body was found on site, and the ambassador has been turned into a banshee.
We're running away from this country. I don't know
They're-
why you're
they're-
upset.
Because I don't want to run away from this country.
These are all the different rumors.
Yeah,
Right, like-
obviously. Hard to tell which is true.
Yes.
Also, you're not hearing any of these. So.
I know. I know. But literally, like, these are all the deeds of the person that my character would, like, love to kill.
Yeah. So you spend the day helping healing people, making them feel better. You only have to do like 5 people, and the rest of it's just sort of talking and being friendly and just
Giving some companionship.
yeah, giving people just a nice place to just reset, right?
I'm going to say this now because I don't think Troy knows this about me. But I've always wanted like a sentient item. I don't care if it's a weapon or whatever.
Okay.
I've just always wanted to be in a campaign that had one, and then I never, ever. So,
You were in a campaign that had one, you just didn't have the item.
I don't know.
There you go. Okay.
I gave you guys
Troy
one.
will remember this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
The
One
sword
smart
Keegan
aleck
used, Singe,
weapon
that had the
for-
Dwarven Blacksmith in it.
Oh, right. I forgot. Okay, I
Three
want one.
swords. I told you.
I
It's an
forgot.
intelligent rock.
I mean, even if it's a, like, what are those things called? Not pet rocks, the, like, with the
The pet rock.
grass.
Chia
Oh,
pet.
chia pet.
Yeah.
And
Except it
what?
talks.
A chia pet.
You're probably too young to know what those are.
They
They
literally
were-
still sell them at Home Hardware.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but no one ever
Usually
knows
they're
what
like
they
a
are.
clay pot that's in the shape of an animal with a whole bunch of holes in it, and then you put all the dirt in, and then you plant your grass seeds, and the grass
Oh.
grows out, and it's all
I've
looks
seen
like
like
hair or-
Bulbasaur's of
then-
that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they made a special edition Bulbasaur, and usually the one that you still find, for some reason, I don't know if it's just that popular, is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Like his head, but his hair grows out in grass.
They probably made a
Another one
lot,
for a
just have
while was
never
like
been able
a
to sell them all.
Furby, but a chia pet. Which is terrifying. A Furby or a troll doll, but a chia pet? That was weird.
As you enter in to the office of the Pathfinder Society, there is. You ever see those people? They got really long limbs. Like it's their arms are almost 6 inches longer than the norm. Like usually you're supposed to be from tip to tip. That's supposed to be your own height.
There's
Yeah.
really long arms.
So there's an elf sitting behind there, and the legs and the arms are just
Oh,
disproportionately long to the torso.
But you have to hold that.
Oh, that's true.
You spent literally 8 gold more for it to never
Be
pick
in
up
my
a
hand.
hand.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry.
I think you have to spend 1 action interact to toss it up and have it spinning.
Yeah,
That's fine.
forever.
Probably not be in
Yeah.
combat, yeah.
So he's got a pair of glasses on, little round things, red lenses, and he's looking at. He's got this big book. Kind of weird that they could bind a book that big. Right? He looks up at you, and you can see his eyes focusing, and it takes a minute as he's gone from looking close through the glasses to looking up at you. Blinks. Good day, sir. How may I help you?
I pull out the Wayfinder that we found in that loot.
Oh, Wayfinder.
I believe these are a mark of your people.
Yes.
We found it on someone who is not among people anymore.
You are not a member.
No, I've never.
This is the Wayfinder of a ex-member?
A lost member.
You are returning it?
Presumably you would like that.
Yes, very much. I believe there is a reward for this. Let me. Goes back to his thing.
Let me
Yes.
consult the books.
Let me consult the book on the Wayfinder. Wayfinding is not as easy as it used to be.
You can get a dragon turtle scale?
Yeah. they come
Only
off
if you
dragon
ask nicely.
Or are rude and don't even ask at all.
There's always that option. Well, if everything is alphabetical,
Oil of repulsion.
yes. That's what it says. The reward is 15 gold pieces.
Cool. I was wondering also, though, if the return of such an object might merit maybe an exchange of information. I understand you are.
We are full of information. Waves down at his book. Reaches under the desk. Counts out 15 gold coins. And hands them over to you.
I'm just going to write down the whole 15 and see what happens.
Rings a little, picks up this little bell. Ding, 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 ding. And one of the side doors opens, and a young girl comes in. Yes? Would you take this for analysis, please? She's like, thank you. And she scoots off through the door. And what information do you wish?
I'm looking for two things. One, I'm looking for any information that your people might have acquired on the recent attack on the ambassador's caravan.
Yes.
I'm looking for if the undead involved, if there's any confirmation that they are actually members of the Whispering Tyrant's army, or if it was just a freak waylay.
Yes.
You know, zombies are found in places other than his army, but his zombies are special.
Yes.
There's a lot of rumors I hear about the attack.
Yes.
I'm looking for information on that.
We do not have a lot, as you have probably heard, and one rumor that we can confirm is there were no survivors, short of the captain himself. Though he has not come out of, yes, he's not doing well.
Injuries, poison.
There are theories. We are working on undead poison.
Gross.
Yes, it is a working theory, but seems to fit. We have sent scouts, members of the Pathfinder, and to do the site and to scout beyond. They have not come back with their reports. We do not know. That being said, are you interested in signing up and sending back reports for information?
It's almost like we're part of the red coin.
I have no specific qualms about aiding the Pathfinders in any way I can, provided you don't mind working with a Knight of Last Wall.
Flips over a few pages. No, there's actually a few openings there. Due to the recent calamities, there are a few of you.
Very.
Would you be up for a interview?
I don't know what value it could provide to you, but sure.
Okay.
I was barely of rank when the calamity took place.
We have discovered that the lowliest peasant to the richest noble all have information. That is what we see.
I don't care if it's valuable or not.
Cool.
So he informs you that they will give you a token amount if you wish to spend the rest of the day in a chat.
Sure.
Okay. Little serving girl comes back out, and he's like, set up the interview room. Right. And then when you get in there, you've got a human, regular looking dude.
For
Not-
now.
Yeah, he's not dressed super rich. He's definitely not dressed poor. He's got a book, a pen and quill, and he just asks you to describe the last day of last wall, or like what when you were running, or like, and he gets you to talk a little bit slower, but he actually writes fairly quickly. Looking over, seems to be a fair bit of shorthand. The book is just bound paper. There's nothing else on it.
Cool.
And that earns you 2 gold by the end of the day. Just for telling your story.
I also wanted to ask them if they knew anything about, or if they had any agents sending information this far. Like, I know they have chapters everywhere, so maybe someone else would be responsible for this, about the slave work that's happening in the Sodden lands. That was where it was, right? The Sodden lands?
Yes.
Like, if they have any records about. Because was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the Sodden lands. No, we don't. This would be the guy outside. You would need to talk to our outfit in the port of Peril.
We get to go to the shackles? What?
I mean, if we make it over the, water.
Yeah, no.
Don't swim through there.
Also, yeah, and then there's always the first rule of role playing: don't get on the boat.
Right? Like the fact that we were like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, we're not gonna make it. We'll be stranded, castaway style. One of us has have to become a volleyball.
Well, and yeah, that's there. I don't even remember much about it, but there used to be this video where a guy said, like, his advice to all players ever is could be surmised in one sentence: don't get on the boat, because there's so many monsters in this book that live in deep oceans that he never gets to use. And as soon as people are like, let's get on the boat, he's like, krakens and big sea monsters and fish people and
Pirates?
Pirate fish people?
and then and you as a player, you signed up for the moving room that goes exactly through all these encounters. You can't avoid nothing. Don't get on the boat. Except get on the boat, because that's where the adventure is.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, in the Pathfinder Society, having a chat, helping out less fortunate in town and the undesirables. What are you doing?
I am going to
Oh, we totally
go over to
made a plan to reconvene somewhere.
Yeah.
What was the name of the Hydra Inn? Like,
Hail Hydra.
Down at the
No.
docks?
yeah.
Serpent
No,
Society.
the docks was the Rusty Pelican.
I remember that
No,
one,
but we stayed at a nicer one.
Yeah, a nicer one. Higher,
We paid for the crappiest room in the nicer one.
yeah.
Yes. I don't remember if I wrote down the...
It had something to do with Hydra.
Yeah, the Hydra one. This is the Hydra one.
Yeah.
I got the rest of
Hydra's
Pelican written down.
nose.
I'm heading into there.
No, this is a 5-headed Hydra.
Oh, there we go.
Because it was 5 instead of 7.
Heading to the 5-headed Hydra. Getting a nice fancy drink. And eavesdropping to... Like, just eavesdropping, not participating in conversations. And I'm going to write 2 letters.
Okay. Conversations.
Not like characters. to
A letter B.
H-I.
male.
Go Barbarian.
See? Sam.
Same rumors. Though difference is you have one guy who claims that he saw the attack. He was up on a hill and witnessed the attack. But other than him, all the others are the same. That wiped out to the man.
How can there's no insight checks?
No.
I mean, there's a route you can go with deception to
Yeah.
kind of do the
roll
same.
me d20. Just
Perception?
sure.
13.
13.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll a 5.
Dude is a bard.
Oh, okay.
That's all you need to know, folks.
Yep. So, good sir, if you've seen the attack,
I did. Come here tonight, and you will hear all about it.
Oh.
I have written it in story
And
with musical interludes.
there we go.
yeah.
Whips out his mandolin.
Oh, the dragon's ball.
Cool.
We should kill the dragon.
You should probably inform the guards and
Oh, I have. I have even had meetings with the king himself.
There's a king here?
No, there's not.
I just gonna say. Okay, bards are like liars, but this one's straight up
Yeah, he's
delusional.
not very good.
have yourself a good day, sir.
I will. Come down tonight, and you can be the first to hear it.
I'm ignoring him as I'm writing.
And by the first, he's been here for 3 days, so you're definitely not the first.
You're the first who's going to hear this version of the story.
Yeah, there you go.
Because last night it was Minotaurs, but today it's Gorgons. A whole army of Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow
Minotaur
to
Medusas.
Melania's and
Their horns turned into snakes.
Well,
Medusa.
I'd just be
Medusa.
concerned because for Gorgons, it's the hair that's snakes.
Yeah.
Minotaurs are furry everywhere.
All these little snakes.
So just little snakes everywhere. That
creature.
I saw
feels
a-
like a cursed image on the internet, right?
Yeah.
I saw a
Actually, look up
cartoon.
Yuan-Ti Abomination. It's a creature that's made out of a million little snakes. So.
Oh no!
I saw a like cartoon where it was Midas and Medusa's intimate but brief love affair, where literally they open the door and freeze each other. It's really funny.
All right. Who are you writing these letters to?
I'll tell you later when
It's-
I actually know. But
Okay.
I kind of have a general idea. I'll tell you later.
All right. You sit down and
It's not going to matter for this adventure.
you pen 2 letters.
He has a
And
secret.
this adventure being today.
There you go.
Written in Draconic.
Ah.
All right. For ease, the 5 Hydra was the meeting place.
Yes.
You two return back. Supper is served. It is delicious. Stewed meats, dumpling-like dough, and a thick wine. And while you were there, an average-looking individual comes in, looks around, you look up from the table. It's another guy, but makes a beeline over to you.
All three of us?
Yep.
We also
Luke's
never
there.
head back to the
We have to go
employment
back the
office.
next day.
We have to get our talons scratched.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, once we have our full reward, we'll go back.
Sup?
I believe you are the group that had met with Klein earlier last week.
Yes.
She invites you to supper on the morrow.
I was getting excited for 2 suppers tonight.
Your stomach growls even though it's full.
I slide the rest of my sandwich over to you. Second supper.
Second supper. Shall I tell her you will be attending?
Yes.
Might I ask if there will be others in attendance?
Yes.
Such as whom?
So dress nice.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you may ask. Yes, there'll be others. Yes, dress nice. Sorry. Kind of new at this.
How much do clothes cost?
I've been waiting for this moment.
Sorry. The person that asked us to supper is the greenhouse lady? Oh,
Yes.
sorry. That flew fantastically.
That did. This is good paper that they
Right?
did. Yes.
Because I did not
It's a
write
huge,
down her
huge
name.
selling point.
Yeah. It's like a throwing star made out of paper. So not lethal at all. You okay there?
But
Oh, I read the wrong thing.
Okay, what was her name?
That
Arwith.
is what I am.
With
Hence the letters.
Greenhouse.
She's the Parks and Recreation.
Amy Poehler. Got it.
with
She's also the owner of the Sea Wyvern,
yes,
which and
it's
she's
the boat that the dwarf
and she is allegedly
that you rescued.
putting us on the Sea Wyvern
at the end
to
of the month.
prevent them
From using it to smuggle.
from using it, allegedly to prevent them from using it for slavery, and we are to do it under the guise that we are flower experts,
Yeah,
botanists.
we need new plants. We should probably study.
I am proficient in
sound
both
legit.
survival and forests, so
There you go.
and jungles are forests, right? Like, are we?
Do you still have the sharpener?
Probably not.
Some regular stuff in there, I would allow forest to work, but the stuff that only grows in a jungle,
Yeah.
no.
But survival might help with some of that.
Oh yeah.
Not excellently, but
Some's better than none.
True.
So, do you know who else going? Is it anyone else we know?
I was not sent to them, so no, I do not know.
Okay.
I apologize.
Hopefully it's not like the sea captain. Otherwise we'll have to be like on our game by tomorrow at supper.
we're gonna be honored. Are you
No, but
not?
we need to know.
Are you not proficient in botany?
No?
Survival
Nature.
and nature. You're proficient in both. Oh yeah, I'm
Except
proficient in
I'm
nature
not
also.
great. It's like a 7.
You're literally like fine.
Okay.
You're gonna be better than
You
some
just
pirate.
well, I guess.
All right.
So I guess we'll
You will be
sleep
in
in
attendance
tomorrow.
then?
Tomorrow?
Of
Yes.
course, yes.
I will
Marcus
let you
down.
know.
What time? At sunfall or supper earlier? Like
At-
I don't know.
Supper is
At
whenever
the morrow.
feels like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but if we show up early, is that rude? And if we show up late, that's also rude. And the food will be cold.
Basically 6.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
I set my sundial.
Yep. It'll beep right then.
Okay.
All right.
So then she leaves.
The bard gets up, tells a story.
Ugh, I go
It's
to
not
my
very
room.
good.
I'm ignoring him.
It's full of plot holes. And his musical interludes literally are at the exciting moments, and they're, yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba-dum, ba-dum,
So, few people
ba-dum.
throw change at him. Nobody throws any gold. He's only a few silvers.
We all have
Yeah,
taste.
it's a couple of coppers. Some of those coppers are thrown at him. He takes it in stride, picks up his stuff, entertains for the evening. Once he moves on to more just songs, it's a little bit better, but he's not very good. And the night sets.
Sleep.
You sleep.
Sleep.
And the morning arises.
Back to the blacksmith to get the stuff and the rest of our money. And then we'll go to the guild hall to get the talents. Tic-tac.
Okay. When you get to the blacksmith in the morning, he's not done. You'll have everything ready for the afternoon.
Okay. So
You head to the job steward.
Stuart, the job steward.
He's like, you have returned. Most excellent. The dwarf has approached me. It said you did over and above. And so
Plus.
pulls out his
Ultra.
little wand thingy and gives a mark on each of your talents.
How many marks do we have?
We've got 2 ticks.
2 ticks.
We're
Did I
almost
write
on
it
our way to
down?
Lyme disease.
2 ticks for every adventure.
And then I will seek
Silver
out
talent 2.
a tailor.
Okay. There are a couple in town. Stuart's.
Are any of them named Taylor?
Taylor the
Because there's
tailor?
Stuart the steward.
Yes. There is definitely a
I
tailor.
will also
Nice.
I will
Named
also
Taylor.
accept a tailor named Tim the Toolman.
Tim the
No.
Tool.
Nice.
No, there are no tailors named Tim the Tool Man, but there is a tailor named Taylor.
Is there a tool man named Tim?
Yes, there is definitely a tool
And a
man.
Tim man named Tool.
A Tim man named Tool.
It made you laugh, so I'll take it.
There you go. So, open the door, hits the bell, ching, 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 and you come in and you got these wooden mannequins, and they all have the latest dress. Not dress as in,
Attire.
Yeah.
Attire.
the latest attire on them. And it looks like the fashion is slits with contrasting silk on the inside.
Cool.
So not air vents.
I already.
Nope, they're
have-
not. Well, the silk's kind of
Lighter.
breezy, but you know.
Just when you
I
first were
already
like,
have a
"Slits."
fancy suit, so
You bought fancy clothes?
I did.
I did not. So, what's the difference in price between like just a nice shirt and some pants versus like a dress? Are they similar?
Well, let's see if they give me a nice dollar thingy here. I was not expecting you guys to go clothes shopping.
But you said it was fancy.
No, so there's
Oh.
it's 2 gold for fine clothing
Ah.
or 55 gold for high fashion
Oh,
clothing.
nope.
Which literally gives you a +1 on checks with nobles.
Nope.
No.
Wait,
Fine.
stealing the eraser.
Fine clothing is all we need to like look like we belong.
Yeah.
Yes.
High fashion is what you buy to get an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
When a noble invites you to a ball.
So I have fine clothing.
um,
Is it
so
light?
I'm going to look at the tailor.
Taylor the tailor.
Taylor the tailor. And I'm going to pull out the remnants of my last wall tabard.
Yep. Oh, is this authentic?
Aye,
You were there.
I was there.
Hats off to you, good sir. Thank you for your service.
Could you restore it
I will most certainly try.
in a reasonable amount of time?
Define reasonable.
Dinner's tonight.
For your service to the world, I will do this.
I mean, he survived. Did he?
I have spoken.
No, don't waste it on Taylor the Taylor.
Taylor the tailor. Sorry.
Perfect. I will pay him and I will tip him generously for
Nice.
abiding my absurdity.
Okay. As you guys leave, he flips over the close sign. He's
He busy today.
I need a
as he
focus.
opens the door. Just knock.
Okay. All right. Fine clothes.
Check.
All right.
They were
Fast forward to the
light, right?
afternoon.
Yeah, they're negligible bulk.
Your weapons and dollars are ready.
Woohoo.
Clothes
More money?
are ready. Your
We already
Oh, we already mathed that.
already mapped the other money. Was there anything else we needed to do during the day? Not really.
No. So what did everyone get up to yesterday?
I hung out with the Pathfinders.
I want to see the progress on the captain.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
we're doing that today.
Yeah, let's do that. We
All right. As you head over, not surprisingly, he's at the crazy old guy's house. Or
Yikes.
place.
We only went there because we were cheap and poor.
He
the town's
apparently
also-
does have some skill.
Told you.
Or at least people that work for him. do.
After all, we did a double-blind werewolf test with him. I trust him
Just
implicitly.
because you're crazy, don't mean you ain't smart.
Just because you're crazy doesn't mean you're not bad at your job, right?
There's that too.
Just because you hear a voice.
So, as you guys enter,
The voices can be helpful. More insight, right?
Maybe he's like Dr. Zed as he's, putting his stuff on. I don't have a medical degree, but
Nice.
I know how it all works. As you enter, there's just the acolytes there at the entrance. And, hello, can we help you?
yeah, we're here to see
Doc.
Captain Dead.
Oh,
No, just the doc.
we can't see the dead guy.
Well, he's not dead. That's why I want to see him.
No, not allowed.
Why?
The doc said.
He's not dead yet.
We'll get the doc out here, and I'll tell him that I want to see him, and the doc will say yes.
Okay.
We're old pals.
Goes out. 10 minutes later, Doc comes in. He's hunched over, and his hair's a little bit more scraggly than normal. Looks at you. Oh, yeah. I remember you guys. Yes, what's can I do for you today?
We want to see the dead guy.
He's not dead yet.
Yet.
Right.
Just general update on his health. Has it been getting better, worse?
His breathing is better, less ragged. His breath no longer smells like moldy spores.
That's good. I've been there.
Yes.
That's
Color is fading from gray and turning more to his normal pink. So yes, I say give him another week. He'll be up and running and walking.
Nice.
Actually, we might have to push him in a chair, but he'll be up.
As in awake. Up.
In a chair.
Just because he can breathe, though, doesn't mean that he's like.
Right.
Can't we just see him?
Yeah.
I don't see why we necessarily need to.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Hey, he's our old buddy, old pal.
All right. So
Aye.
leads you in. There's a room with this big glass window, and you see there laying on there a big man, and you do recognize him. You've seen him around town the odd occasion. He is the captain of the guard, and he's got this ashen. He's more white now. Of course, talking to the doctor, he used to be gray, so he's moving from his grays back to his colors, and he's and by white I mean more like your pinky
Pale.
colors, pale colors. He's laying there. Breathing seems to be steady. Watching him for 2 minutes or so, a couple of skips of a breath, and then he's back to. He's like, "You see that? You see that?
Sleep apnea.
He used to do that all the time,
Sleep apnea.
kind of like that. It's like death apnea." But
Any visible wounds? Like, was he infected at all? Because I know lots of.
it was most fascinating. There was no wounds on his body at all. Just sunken gray skin, ragged breathing, and almost a darkness coming out of his mouth.
Like the life was sapped out of him.
Yes.
Except he didn't age.
Do you know which undead do that?
Lemmy or Kirk?
Lemmy.
Money.
25
Ooh.
on more undead.
Sure sounds like your whites, like your higher up undeads. where they kill somebody and then they turn. But like they kill them, they would do those things, die, and come up.
Yeah.
Like
Wraiths can do that. Wights can do that.
Things like that. But
I think ghouls might be able to.
Ghouls would do it on a much lower. Ghouls definitely have the tendency of having to actually kill.
Yeah.
Where a wight or higher undead, you could die from it. But
Right. Ghouls do it with like their ghoul venom or whatever,
Yeah.
so they have to like claw at you.
Yeah.
But wights and wraiths can life drain, which is
Yes.
like they just touch you and.
Yeah. But usually, you never heard of anybody surviving that process. Like it's never been a process. It's they kill you and you rise up as an undead. This living through it.
Oh, so sorry. I guess I've been misunderstanding like the conditions of him returning here.
Mm-hmm.
People went to the site of the attack and found him in this condition. I thought.
Yes.
Okay, so
Merchants.
Okay, so
Merchants found him. He was laying there on the pathway, one arm towards down, like that. So I've been told.
you have chains, I imagine.
I find that a rather personal question, but yes.
I mean, we've been here before, man.
My only advice is that maybe he is in them before he wakes up. There is no telling how or what condition his mind will be in when he wakes up.
It is fair.
If he wakes up.
Does he have a pulse? I mean, I know he's breathing, but
Yes, his heart is working much regular now. I think he will make a full recovery, but it changes. He might be mad when he wakes up in chains, though. Maybe if I put some fuzzy padding on the chains, that would make it.
I'd just rather him be angry than murderous.
That's fair.
Or you can use leather if you're really that concerned for him.
Now we're getting extra personal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking about fuzzy chains. So I feel like we're way past personal.
All right, well, Captain's not going anywhere.
cool.
And
How much longer do we have here?
You're mid-afternoon.
No, I mean for before the boat.
we've allegedly killed a week, and the boat
Out
was
of
leaving
4.
just before 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And they said they could wait till 4 weeks if we somehow took that entire time.
3 weeks if things went smoothly. 4 weeks for sure,
Okay,
with the possibility of waiting.
and this guy's supposed to have another week. So the doctor says,
And we're going to dinner tonight, and there's a small chance we'll get a whole new job there.
yeah,
Because, I mean, most DMs don't just invite you to dinner. I mean,
Could
most
happen.
quest hooks don't just invite you to dinner. I mean,
cool.
wait a minute. We didn't ask that. We'll have to ask at dinner.
What
How the hell did she know we were back in town?
That was a question I actually already had, but I just didn't ask because
I just assume she knows things.
Yep.
She's one with the trees.
Well, that bothers me.
Also, she's part of the city department system. As soon as one
she had
department saw
giant
we were
rock
back-
elementals.
People
so-
who know more than we do are dangerous.
Duh. So she's dangerous for more than one reason, and there's currently nothing we can do to fix it.
Well, but now we're aware that she has the ability to know about things we didn't tell her.
She already had that power.
But now it's confirmed.
I
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
guess.
dun.
But she knew stuff when we were at her house.
Not about us.
Didn't she? Thought she
I don't think
did.
so.
Maybe I just think she's super creepy anyway, so it doesn't
That's
seem
fair.
out of
Well, that's
character.
because about half of you think she's the evil one, and I'm jury's
She's
still out
not
on that.
the evil one, but she had smugglers and didn't immediately fire them, so...
Do you see just like a nice line of legitimate people ready to work on boats?
No, not legitimate. They're all crooked. But she can get ones that aren't smugglers. Just get the ones that, like, smuggle weed or something.
Little bit bad.
Prioritize your
Yeah.
smuggling.
In some countries,
It's
weed
okay
is
to be
legal.
bad. but not as bad.
No, in
You
some countries,
realize-
weed is legal.
You realize she does smuggle weed. She sends them to the jungles to recover flowers.
No, I know. But if they have like a side like hustle where they have weed for themselves to then sell
Right. Okay.
or enjoy in their private time, or other hallucinogenics or something.
Again, I'm willing to understand that maybe her choices were limited and her.
They're not limited. There are so many people who are like, take me away from my sad life on a boat.
They need to be talented enough to not die in the jungles of hell.
Let's go get some stuff from the dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go get paid by the dwarf.
All right. Yeah.
And
Dwarf
then
pays you guys.
play games till
All of our weapons are newly upgraded.
till supper.
Good to go. Okay. Change
And
into
put on
my
my-
fine clothes, but since it's like just a nice shirt, I still fit my dagger in there.
Your new cookie.
I have
Probably down my pants.
fancy
leg.
black tux with
I don't think my rapier would fit.
copper tie, not made of copper because that's just uncomfortable.
I'm also probably pretty fragile.
Copper cape with some metal shoulder pads.
Your tabard, when you return it, he will accept your tip, but he does not accept any payment for fixing the tabard. He has not only fixed it, but he has woven along the edge of it a band of silver. Usually that is reserved as a reward. Back at Last Wall, if somebody did something notable, like
I'm listening.
the tabards have different meanings depending on colors and symbologies on them, but they're all about the same. And he has woven the silver in, which is just a noble deed, a good deed has been done. And when you look at him, he nods and says, "My grandfather served. He did not make it."
Unfortunately, very few of our grandfathers did.
Yes. Thank you
Y'all
again.
have grandfathers?
Wow, where are you from? That's
I'm always out of town.
man. All the sample dudes aren't wearing the uniform. It was a different art because there's like one that has the symbol on it that I wanted to
Yeah.
find a picture of, but it's not in this book. Anywho,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So I will dress up in my fine
Nice.
Fine.
dress reds, except they're blue. But
Right.
Got like a flowy tunic top and some nice pants.
When you guys get to her house, dong 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 on the door opens, and you recognize a creature called a leshy, which is basically like a little tree plant guy.
Aren't those a playable race now?
yep.
This is beautiful.
Yep. Opens the door and looks at you with these huge eyes, like abnormally large, and nods and gestures you in.
Well, let's head in. Yeah. It's kind of adorable. It's not if you look in the bestiary.
Yeah, it's not the
Well,
mushroom.
all of them are.
It's not the mushroom one. It's you go back. It would be that looks very with the arms like that. That's more like your birch tree. This one would be more of a pine tree.
I love this one. This one has an
Like a
ability.
runaway Christmas decoration.
It can store one bulk worth of items in its head.
Just take its hat off.
Nice. I didn't.
I'm gonna
Those are
ask the
different
Leshy
kinds.
its name.
Leshy is the species.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the Leshy its name.
Duh.
Okay. Leshy cocks its head, blinks, and tree.
How do you like to be called?
Tree.
Okay, Shree.
Thin gray arms, long green needles, And now that the
Unless
door's
she's
shut,
speak common, right?
this one doesn't seem to be.
Very good.
Sorry, unless she's
Some-
capable of.
Yes, this
like-
one does not seem to be.
Oh, so this one might be like Groot, and I asked it a question, and it went, tree.
Now the door's shut, and you're a little bit more enclosed with the Leshy. The smell of pine wafts over, and seems
Smells
pretty
like
pleasant.
Christmas.
And gestures towards a door and heads that way.
Choose a door.
Okay, passing through that open garden area, and then there's a central area that when you come in, the door is open and you see a table, and there are chairs all around the table. This whole section is like you've got. I need a green, except the green it doesn't erase very nice. This is all a grass, right? That is neatly clipped. There is no ceiling. It is open to the night air. It's a pretty nice night, though.
Where are we?
Wherever you like. Are you coming in through this door? Arwith is sitting there already,
Oh, that's her?
and she is talking to a dwarf. Weird-looking fellow with rather grayish skin.
Truckers.
And she, at the door opening, looks, you have come. And she points to a couple of chairs. Come join us.
Do a fancy bow.
The grayish-skinned gentleman stands up, gives a curt nod, and waits till you guys sit, and then he sits down. The dwarf sitting there like,
Weird customs.
yes. And Arwith looks at the tree, and with the Leshy, tree, food, and the tree scoots off this way. Looking around the room, you've got a nice marble where the table is and the chairs are is marble, grass, marble around, and there is a large stone statue in each of the corners.
Just gonna wave
Can
at one.
I pick one up?
They are large, and
Like they're literally bigger than us.
I know, it was a joke because they're coins.
Oh.
you can try and pickpocket it. No, sorry.
Just gonna kind of wave at one.
At which one?
That one, because I imagine that's just
The
with my
one you
general
waved at
posture. It'd
before?
be like,
Because they followed us, right? With their eyes last time. Yeah.
Some of them did.
Yeah.
Okay, you wave at it. Nothing seems to happen.
that's okay. I don't care. It's a 15-foot long table.
Yes, it is a long table.
Banquet.
And so she sits down and says, "Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You guys have already met Dean Bloodstone." Points to the dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Looking at him
Don't
though,
you dare.
he's
No.
Dane is
It's-
not looking the same as he did.
Well,
Shorter?
Like, no, he's
Yeah, too.
a little
no,
less
he's
stretched.
now that she said it, looking at him, you can start recognizing that bits of him is in disguise. Like he's been disguised, so he looks like another dwarf, just doesn't look like Dane.
That's fair. You went through some
Yeah.
trauma.
And now that she mentioned it, you're like, okay.
how did
She
he-
turns her head to him. See, told you it would work.
What would work?
They're disguised.
Yes, the disguise. Dane is not looking forward to the boat trip under the captain.
Ah.
I told him not to worry about it, that the captain would not have been paying attention to him if his story is true of him being on the hold. So we gave him a bit of a disguise, just enough so that no one recognizes him as Dane. It's like, fine.
Super grumpy.
Yeah. And this
Right, because he was sold by the slavers to the doppelganger.
sold by the captain
Yeah,
to the doppelganger.
yeah, okay.
So, and this is an ambassador of sorts, Jandar Medirum. He is from Eisger. And he is our guest tonight. At this point, some of the Leshies come in, about 6 of them, and they're carrying different foods. Smells great. Does not appear to be any meats, though. The vegetables and the fruits, there's some that you don't recognize that are big and cut almost like meats. Don't taste anything like a meat, but big and meaty, like they have a lot of substance to them.
Butter and fat.
Yeah, delicious. It's like eating thick pumpkins. So the Leshies start serving. And they start with the wines.
The ambassador was from where, sorry?
Eisger.
Eisger, which is right here. You don't even need to make a roll for it. Eisger was is part of the Cheliax nation.
Sorry, this isn't like lore so much as is Eisger the one? They did a whole campaign path where you got to fight to like free your nation from Cheliax. Like you got to like civil war with Cheliax. Was Eisger like the?
I don't think Eisger was that one. I think that was Ravendul.
Oh,
Ravendul. These guys were all part of Cheliax. Cheliax was this big thing.
USSR.
Cheliax is
These
really
guys like fought.
Yeah, the USSR.
I'd have to read the stories again with these guys. Eisger sort of became one of those independents that's still controlled by the other.
Ukraine.
Yeah, you kind of like that.
What? If the metaphor works,
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
saying.
Except Cheliax is like ruled by literal demons.
Yes. So
devils.
Eisger is not ruled by demons, and they would like, and the understanding is that they want out from underneath, but they don't have enough resources, or they don't have enough to become their own nation. So you kind of have
They need
to.
a mint.
Well, and do you know
military.
and do you know what's great about their situation? They have just enough time to throw the yoke of the devils off them to have no support when the undead come knocking.
Yay!
They are stuck between an
Literally
undead
the
and
rock and the hard place. Yeah.
Undead rock and an evil
Yeah,
mean
no
hard
wonder
place.
they've.
They
they've
do
got
have a
rough.
set of mountains between them, but it's not as steep as that or that.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure skeletons don't care how cold it is.
No. Or how many fall off cliffs or things like that. Yeah.
Just as long as it's not the zombies from World War C.
Right.
oh god,
Yeah, they were fast.
curse your species' ability in your to form together into a working human ear.
So, supper served. There are ales and wines and delicious foods. The Leshies come and go if ever you need anything, just a wave. They all seem to understand common. They have some trouble speaking it. They seem to be very one-word orientated.
Probably speak Sylvan.
And they're very pleasant, and they all smell really nice. And each one smells more like the tree or flower that they kind of came from. Yeah.
So I have questions, if you don't mind.
I presumed so, yes.
A, why is our friend here in disguise now?
It was a test.
On us, because we also know him.
Since you two, or you four, three, lives
Four.
not here.
Yeah.
The three of you, had dealings with him. We wanted to see if you recognized his face. And when you first came in, your eyes did not alight with recognition. I think this will be enough to fool our captain. And on that note, I also have some study material for you. And she snaps her fingers, and one of the lashies comes in with little pamphlets. 4 of them, one so that you can give to McGill. And they're about that thick. All of the plants that I am looking at and requiring, the information will be in here. So, a study of that before the trip should allow. The captain has become aware of things due to him
Being the captain.
for 4 trips for me personally. And so we want to make sure that he can be fooled.
I'm with my knowledge of like nature and survival. Do any of the plants in here strike me as like interesting, or are they all just like flower?
Okay,
Fern. Fauna.
roll me a d20 as you flick through, and this would be over the course of because it's a decent sized book, so you're flicking through.
We got 10.
That's 10. Okay,
Not really.
it is all over the board. There are no trees. Everything seems to be smaller plants that are easily harvestable.
With a 10, nothing jumps out at me as poisonous or pipeweed or.
It's weird.
Not that's jumping out. A lot of these you don't recognize. They're jungle. They're literally all jungle ones. There are a couple that are parasitical. They would grow on trees. So
As long as they
your
don't grow on
knowledge,
me.
your cross knowledge. Some poisons are made from things like that, and other things. So you'd have to study it more.
Okay.
A flick through there, you're not going, oh yeah, none of these could be used. You're like, I need to read this.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if like just with a quick flip through, I could if I rolled high enough, I could have been like, well, that one.
You did not roll high enough.
No, I know.
But you rolled high enough to know that you cannot dismiss that question.
Okay.
That question needs to be re-examined.
I could also ask her.
Yes.
Depending on if she'd be honest, but I don't know if I'm that interested.
Meh.
Okay.
And I'm sure if one of them has dangerous handling procedures, it might say like, "Don't touch with your bare skin.
Do not lick this one. Do not store in cheek pouches.
Do not store in people you like."
Or on top of people you like. Or in bags above their bed.
So then, am I to presume that the captain will not be joining us this evening?
No.
Okay.
No. This is an informational evening for us only.
All right.
Cool.
And then my
I assume you are going to, gesturing to Grey Guy, you are also joining us in this quest?
Alas, no, I am not. I was here on other business. I was going to be joining the ambassador that you heard the terrible things of. Yes? No? Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to be joining. I arrived late. That does not look very good. Hence why I am staying here. Because Arwith has been so kind as to offer me hospitality in exchange for some information. And that is why I am here this evening. Sheliax, through my contacts there, we have confirmed is very strong in the slaving industry still.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, yes, been using her boat without her knowledge of this. I am not part of it, but my network has told me these things.
So sorry. You said you were scheduled to meet with the ambassador that was heading north?
Yes, we were all going to go to the 5 Kingdoms together to talk to the dwarves.
Different dwarves. Yes, I understand, Dan.
For the looming threat of course, the Whispering Tyrant. And, of course, Iskar would like to be independent. But we have many resources, and we've been taken advantage of long enough by Cheliax. But at last, these things do not happen overnight. And if we can do this without bloodshed, that would be great for my peoples.
So then, with the death of the ambassador, your visit to Five Kings was cancelled?
Yes, I will have to be returning home soon with this news. But Arweth asked me to stay until you guys returned from your adventures.
That's another thing. How did you... Gesturing to her now. How did you know we were in town when we gave no...
Arweth looks at you. Big smile comes. Hey, you noticed. Very good. I have
Ways of making
eyes and ears in the park, shall we say.
Fantastic.
Like tree over here, I assume?
Tree that's coming to serve you is like, like looks all surprised.
Don't scare the poor thing.
We will say yes, but I will not be completely truthful in that yes.
That is fair.
And then I suppose Ambassador Madeira, could I call you Jandar?
Jandar, yes.
Maybe you do not know, because we here in I remember the town's name. The city's name.
Town is Augusta.
Yeah,
Augusta is not
Augusta.
cap-
Augustana.
because I know.
No, Almus is the capital of Andoran. You guys are over in Augusta, which is like the second largest town there, and it's right close to the border. It's one of the major ports for the anti-slave ships that the Andoran Navy. It's actually a whole separate section of their army. There's 4 sections of the army. Well, of course, one's rumored to be the spy end of things, right? But there's the out of town, in town, on the water. And the on the water guys love squishing slaves. Or not slaves.
Slavers.
Love squishing slaves! Yes, that's what.
All new kind of
like there.
activities.
Jandar, I know here in Augusta it might not, maybe the information might not be readily available or whatever, but the attack on the Andoran caravan happened on
Yes.
the edge of Eisger territory, as far as I was told. Is there any concern in the Andoran capital, like with the Andoran king, that, forgive my crassness,
I see.
but do they hold Eisger responsible?
No.
We don't.
Not as of yet, at least as far as I know. But that has definitely been brought up. We do not know if they used the Darklands to get there. We do not know if they came through our. But you'd think we would have noticed. Maybe not. Or more powerful magical means. Those things are not out of the realm of possibility for the Whispering Tyrant.
Yes, I apologize if it sounded like I was blaming you.
No, it's a valid question, and all questions must be asked, and all avenues must be looked for something that is this terrible.
My greater concern was that if tensions were to rise between Andoran and Eisger now, I don't think that would benefit anyone.
I need you to roll a perception check. As these guys are talking, you're checking around.
You're good at perception, right?
Ooh, 19.
Ooh. Okay. But the only thing you notice at some point in time that statue did shift. You're 99% sure that it just, you know how if you're standing really still and you just a little more comfortable, just a little,
Adjust.
yep, a little adjust.
I'm now going to stare intently at the other ones.
Okay. That one over there doesn't seem to move. Okay, back to your conversation with Jandar. So, no, these things must be examined. And that is one of the reasons I need to head back home, is to inform my superiors. And we can
May I
have a
ask,
plan.
where's home specifically for you?
In Isker, the capital of Ilidir.
Cool. Not gonna remember that.
And
It's the big one with the star in the middle.
Oh.
You cannot miss it.
All right.
and
The town
Arwith,
square is actually town star.
and Arwith, you work for the government.
Yes, I do.
Up until this moment, how have relationships been between Andoran and Isger? I'm not from this region.
Limited. This exchange was going to be one of the first.
Ah, swimmingly.
Isger is a young nation, so that doesn't surprise me. I was just. But Andoran and Cheliax were never friends, so there's worry there. If Andoran thinks Isger has more to do with Cheliax than they don't.
At the comment of Andoran and Cheliax not being friends, you hear, and they never will be. And with a light,
Oh, hot garbage.
Sorry.
do it on the wire.
Oh, no.
Should have taped it to the bottom of the table. All right.
Did you bring your
Sword!
Three
Are they
bodies
in here?
drop from the ceiling, or not ceiling because there's no ceiling.
the courtyard?
Coming over
Over.
top, dropping. They look very familiar, for you have heard many bard stories, all dressed in red, and two swords, very jagged.
The Red Mantis.
I need you to roll
Initiative?
initiative.
So these guys are like super bad.
They're bad guys.
Assassins for hire.
So not terrible. Are they actually skeletons?
No, I just ran out of assassin models, so I'm using skeletons.
That's okay. Wait, run out? There's none on the table.
I know.
Ah. Fair enough. We've even got antennae. That's cute.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna love them.
Soups.
All right. Lemmy.
21.
Very nice.
Yes, that's 21.
Nan.
29.
Whoa.
I crit.
You were, what's that guy crawling over the top for? Thunk. It's like, idiot. Nazra.
18.
18.
It's not a bad roll.
All right.
It was a 10.
Okay. You saw that guy over there. You saw him climbing over and dropping to the ground. You actually get to go first.
Do I notice this guy who's closer to me? So I can't actually reach that one. I can reach the other two.
You
Well-
get multiple moves if you want.
Yeah, actually, you know, as you got initiative, it's like,
Okay.
yeah, and thump, boop, boop. So quick turn,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna come over to this one.
5, 10, 15.
5, 10, 15. I can get to here, but there's a statue that takes up all four.
You could squeeze in there, but that's
Just
not
'cause
going to
then
give you a
someone
lot
else-
of room.
But someone else could flank, is my
Yep.
thinking. No, I'll just stay here. Okay, so with my rapier, I will try to skewer him in between his
Skewer!
plates. 29.
29 skewers.
For 10 damage? Because it's a +1 to both to hit and damage.
I believe there's just +1 to hit.
Oh, okay. Then it's 9.
No +1 weapons or to hit and
Both?
damage?
Isn't it? I thought it was
I get Pathfinder and D&D mixed up.
the
Because D&D it's both.
yes. Crafting and treasure the
Potency rune.
potency rune. Yes.
Just attack rolls. Yeah, you were right.
Okay. So 9 damage.
Because when you get striking, you get a whole nother dice.
Unless I
So it's
crit.
Yeah.
yes, and you crit that.
I crit?
No,
Oh.
you do not crit.
With a 29?
Nope.
So I'm not
How
crit.
much damage?
9.
9. All right.
He is still up, so I will try and poke him with my
A second time.
kukri. Yep. Does not hit. I assume with a 15. And those are my 3.
All right. With a blur of blades. Oof. One is going to miss. One is a natural 20, which is going to hit you. I don't know if it beats your AC by 10. It's 33. What is your AC?
Even if I tried to nimble dodge to add 2 to my AC, it
Yeah.
still crits.
Okay. Well, I guess the 20 is going to be a crit. Anyway, so...
I'm like sinking in there and I'm like gloating about it that I don't even notice that he's like swinging back at me.
13 damage. And a third attack misses. Yeah, rolled really low. Oh. $22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, no, that's gonna miss. And 18.
I don't have my armor on, so it does hit.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even
My-
think about that.
It would normally be 19.
I got my tabard made. It fits over armor.
Nice.
That's why I wore my uniform.
9 damage.
From
I mean, I just have
Okay.
leather armor. I could feasibly be wearing it underneath.
Your armor also doesn't really add anything.
Shush.
Like it's one.
It's a +1.
Everything else you get from
Shush.
like you're mostly okay.
Yeah.
I would be less okay.
Swings at her. She's doing this rotating out of the way.
And she's got
But you
like,
can
a
see
golem.
cloth get cut. And
well, I mean, no blood spray
Lemmy.
that we know of.
Don't cut off the path of the golem in the corner.
I'm going to sudden charge to there. Does she count as a combatant in terms of flanking, or is
Yes.
okay?
So you get +2.
16 to hit.
She's already drawn, like, and you're guessing must have been up the sleeve. She's got this green bladed dagger and like one of those crazy, like a dirk, like those really long blades. And the green's got this
Glow.
swirliness to it, and just out of her sleeves into her hands.
But 16 does not hit.
No.
Not even with the -2.
Nope.
Then that would be another 16.
Guy's pretty crazy agile. Like he's already turned himself sideways, keeping both of you in his view, and he maneuvers away from your attacks. Nazra.
Oh wait, that was a 17.
Even with the -2? No.
Kicking the chair away from me so that it's just not in my way. As I hit my rage button, as black
This isn't
acidic
Pokemon,
vapor
Levi.
just whoosh. And then I'm going to stab him for ruining perfect good free food time.
Reckon so.
We came for a lovely dinner with some
17
civilized
plus
folk.
11, 28.
Is a hit.
Is it a crit?
No.
I didn't think so.
He gets most of the way out of the weapon, actually, and you catch him in the leg.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
so hard.
he'll take 14 damage,
Yeah, that's unreally high.
acid damage at that.
Yes.
And then attack number 2. So dice plus 6, that is incredibly boxed.
Yes.
22. No. Dang. That's just rude.
No, these guys are assassins.
They're not very nice.
Usually assassins don't have amazing armor, but okay.
Apparently, if you work for the mountains, you have some kind of bug armor, which makes you invulnerable.
So she spins around, one knife out, he ducks underneath, and she sticks him with the other one, and you can hear him. Oh! You two can roll me perception.
Woo! Oof. 14.
13. I have plus 8. I'm an expert in perception. I should be good at this.
Right?
But I'm not,
Wait, what was I supposed to roll?
because
You weren't. you
my
took
dice
it.
can't roll above 5
You
for
can't see
perception,
through him.
apparently.
Oh, you're on the wrong side of his body.
Thank God we have help, right?
That one hits with one of the slams, and this one misses with his slam. Back to the top. And
I'm gonna.
Oh, wait, sorry.
sidestep. Okay.
stupid brothers.
I absolutely love that we all decided to bring weapons to this fancy meeting.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
of course. The dwarf does not do very well.
Are
And
you a fighter?
he steps.
Since there's 3 of us in like a triangle, does that count as
I will count that as flanking.
cool?
Due to the purpose of flanking is that you can't see both targets at once. You can't see all 3 targets at once. So I will give flanking in this situation.
Sweet.
However, our dear ambassador did not bring a weapon and tries to stab him with a kitchen knife.
Better at kitchen
He is
knife than
not
that.
successful.
That's okay.
He tried.
All right, man.
I will try to squeeze and slice up here. So that I am flanking.
Okay, you are flanking.
Did Dane have any luck hitting?
No.
Did Dane have weapons?
Rapier. Nope. Wait.
Is gauntlet? Yeah, you would have seen it as he was running. He's got like these bracers, and they shifted over, and he's got metal gauntlets. And just, dude, badass.
I'd like to re-roll that one from the first.
Excellent
attack.
plan.
Yeah.
Just good plan. Very
Yay!
plan. A 1 to a 19.
I would
That
like-
is well worth
So
your coin.
30.
That is definitely worth using.
I would like a
A
30.
30 is a hit. It is not a crit.
And that's a D4 still for flanking damage for me.
Yep.
No. Okay. Ooh, nice. 8 plus 4 is to 12.
I have no way of doing a crit aside from a nat 20 then.
Yeah, same. Okay, so they're gonna attack.
Would a 32
Or
crit?
30.
Would a
No, sorry, it won't crit, but it will hit.
A 32 won't crit?
Yeah, I tried
sure
hitting
their
one with
AC
a
is
22 and
28.
it didn't work. They've got some
I
high
will
decks.
I will only
27.
crit on
20s.
19s and 20s.
Same.
They have an AC of 24.
Okay. So
They are not level appropriate.
my third attack with my kukri.
Well, I mean, we've also
Or
got these on our
third
side,
thing.
so
That is true. So they're not level appropriate for your group. They're level appropriate for
The group.
the supper.
Does that mean we're splitting XP with the statues?
Okay, so 8
Not when I'm done
plus
with those
11.
statues.
19 doesn't hit, so that's my turn.
All right.
So I said 6 first.
Because I think my new D20s suck.
Okay. He swings at
Do you want
her
a cut?
again.
They're rolling really bad.
Do you want the
if
cup?
only you recently bought more.
A lot of them got taken, actually.
People stole a lot of our dice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, from our
We're not mad
centerpieces.
about it. Like they were just
No.
for centerpieces, but
Yeah.
so now we don't have. Like,
But my mom
Do you
was
have any
sad because
cards
she
left
actually
over?
wanted. Yes, we have a bunch.
Okay, good.
We're gonna
'Cause
bring
I didn't
some.
get any cards.
Oh, well, that was the thing. We had a box of extras.
Yeah.
Because
we
we
forgot to
didn't
pull
have.
out.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
enough
nice.
for like every family to have one, but not
Yeah.
enough for every single person. And
Okay.
so we put out like so that people could like play with them, and then we're gonna put them on the front
well,
table
like,
as people like
one
left.
of those tables of 8 was one family.
Yeah.
Like
So
they
giving
didn't,
them
they
4
didn't
packs
need
of
8
cards.
packs of cards.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So we put like half as many on every table and decided that we would like if people needed more, we would.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. But then
Fully
forgot
The
about
cards were
them.
cool.
Yeah.
I will gladly take
Yeah.
the burden of taking one off of your hands if y'all have too
They're
many.
just in my mom's house still.
Nice.
Wow. A 5, 3, and a 5. Swoosh, 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 all around you.
Haha!
And,
I am super dexterous. You cannot touch this.
So
don't haunt the
he
mantis.
apparently is having some difficulty getting you around that statue. The length of his swords and the shortness of you. And those dice are now all fired. All right. Levi or Nazra. I swing at you. Oh, a 2. And a 3. I'm going to fire these dice too.
I'm okay with this.
And a 6. A 2, a 3, and a 6.
Yay! Finish
dice.
bag.
Nice bag.
Wait, but his AC is like nothing. How does
16.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
Yeah, they all roll.
Well, the first one was a 2, so that would be a 15. So that
Oh,
would
okay.
miss. And then after those would be minus 5, minus 10.
barely miss.
Yeah, so
That's
he was,
what I mean. I was like,
he was
if you guys are
close,
higher
but
level than us, them adding 14 is not unreasonable. I
Yeah.
add 13. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I add 11.
I had 11.
well, yeah, no.
okay.
As far as I've
3
come
dice.
to understand, monsters of about our level will add about what I add to my attacks.
Yeah.
Because most monsters are considered expert.
Yeah.
Lenny,
Let me.
swing.
I can't resist the urge to say that.
Let me
Like,
I don't think you should use that D20 anymore.
There we go. That is a 27.
27 is a hit. Roll me some damage.
11, 14. That is 18 damage.
And so number 1.
nice.
And that is a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit. Just.
And that is for 8 damage.
Can you hit?
I can hit on 19, which would be also a crit because I have a keen weapon. So this is just like I don't have much else I can do.
Yeah.
Not a 19.
Okay.
Or 20.
You get 2 decent swipes on his back. One obviously better than the other. First one hits him. Second one, he's already getting out of the way, but you still catch him. And at this, he turns around, and you can see the wound in front of him, and that green is festering, and it's starting to leak out his mouth.
Damn, Arwood. You nasty.
Share some of that.
You've got poison.
With one action, I'm
yeah.
sticking a hand up in the air and casting the incantations of True Strike. I get advantage to this next attack. Bam. Well, flanking gives me +2, right?
Correct.
Then 25.
You hit. Roll damage.
Well, he'll take 14 damage again. And then attack number 2. I need to roll 18 plus in order to actually hit him. Pew! I did not.
Okay. White, blue, black. Dwarf tags him once.
Sorry, on your turn, what did you do? You true strike,
Attack.
attack.
Yeah.
In the future, would it not make more sense to attack true strike attack?
Their AC is 24, so yes, but with super high AC, I figured I'm gonna at
Ensuring
least
the
try and get
first
one
one.
attack in, because I have +8 to my damage when I'm raging. So
So it was a 14. So
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. It was just
In most,
like by the odds, because you have +11. So while flanking, you hit it on an 11. And then you would hit on a 16 with your second hit. Yeah, no. In lower AC cases, I could see the case though for full attack and then bolster your second attack.
yeah.
big guy.
clobbers them.
Oh, and just both arms hit the guy, and just his shoulders collapse into his body. He's down. This one goes to hit. Hits once. Looks like it hurt him. He's still going pretty strong. Our ambassador friend is not doing well with his glorified butter knife, and our dwarf managed to clock him once with his weird, unarmed, defensive type gauntlet things.
Goatee.
That was it. Nan, back to you.
I will poison my weapon for an action, which means that my next hit, I get an extra D4.
Okay.
So
As you lean back, pop the vial, splash it along your blade, you can see the assassin like, really? We're going there?
I am. Please
I
don't
almost want to
join me.
imagine the poison as like a bar of soap that you just.
28.
I mean, you don't
28
want
is a
soap in your
hit.
bloodstream, right?
So 2 D4s.
You also don't want to accidentally grab your poison soap when you go out to the
Why?
watering
Why a
hole.
1?
That's true.
You were banished. 2, 4. So 8 damage.
Did you roll your sneak attack?
8.
Yeah.
Your sneak attack is D4s?
I thought so.
It
Been a while
shouldn't be.
since we played.
Sneak attack should be D6s.
Deal 1d6 damage to flat-footed creatures.
Whoops.
Okay, we'll add extra.
2.
Okay. We'll add an extra 4 because you didn't do it last time.
Alright. That was 1 second attack. Kukri. 30?
He's a hit.
Minus 4.
He's a hit.
Okay.
Woohoo!
So that's 2d6. 10 plus 4, so 14.
Oof. Kukri bites deep. Not surprising. Those are pretty awesome weapons, actually.
That's a turn. Because it poisoned attack.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not worth doing a third attack.
No.
Not at -10.
Mine's minus 8, but yeah. Because agile weapon.
Nice.
But still, it's like I have to roll like a 15. So that minus 8 puts me at 7 plus 11.
I just don't have anything else I can do with that roll. I need another action.
Well, that's the thing. Having the poison
Like, I need
is
another
nice because it doesn't
thing.
take a bunch. And even if I miss both of my attacks, then that means next turn I can attack. And if both of those miss, then I waste the third.
That's why I chose True Strike as my level 1 spell. Just, it's a single action to basically guarantee one of my attacks to hit.
Yeah, I shouldn't have picked Acid Splash. It's a double action.
So, as an interaction, he pulls out a vial.
No, just because I went there doesn't mean you don't have to go there.
And he
Shit.
swings back.
his poison's gonna be better than yours.
I don't have to rub my nose in it.
Hits on a 25.
Didn't
Roll me a fortitude save.
26. No, 25.
Well, you ignore.
See, his
Not
would have
only,
worked.
so not only are you feeling it like burning in the wound, but like as you're fighting against it, you can feel it touching your mind. Just
No.
just a hint.
Go away.
And you push,
Go away.
and it leaves.
Good push.
However, he does hit you, so. Well, that was a sucky roll. 6 damage.
Which is half of what he hit me with last time.
Levi.
Me.
4 plus 13 is 17.
Oh, that'll hit.
That one is not enough, and that one is not enough. Okay. 11 damage.
Ow.
Thing in the poison page. Lemmy,
Yes.
your turn.
I attack.
Who?
I sudden charge and attack the one. over
Excellent
there.
plan. Shoot.
So that's 1. And 2. Does not hit. Roll for a second attack. That's
There we
one.
go. 26.
Dead.
26 is a hit. Roll me some damage.
24 damage.
You blindsided from the side as he's busy dodging 3
blindsided.
opponents.
Then I just cone it in.
Wham! He drops to one knee, and he's not looking good.
Just barely.
I say we spare this one for interrogation, so I'm gonna sudden charge over to this guy.
If he doesn't have
You're
any
leaving the guy?
arrows. He has like 1 HP left.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
makes great for some interrogation possibilities. I mean,
there is
if
that.
y'all
They'll
kill him,
probably
that's
just-
y'all's problem. So, move, attack.
So, do you say that out loud?
Yes,
Okay.
He's probably gonna eat a poison pill.
that'll be a miss. I want to retry.
All right.
25?
Hits.
Right, they're 24.
Yep.
I needed a 13 to hit. I got a 14. He will take 12 damage. And then my inevitable miss will miss. Someone else's turn.
Friends.
Okay. Again, he's sitting there. You know, he's actually actively turning between the two of them, and you just hit him, bam, against the wall, drops to the ground.
Woohoo!
Arwith waves her hand. She's like, capture. Her voice was oddly deeper than you hear her normally speak.
That good, huh?
No. Chandar finally rolled a 19.
Go, fork guy. The butter knife does it. Kill Sakira with a butter knife.
Dodge you.
Dang it, Chandar.
Assassin.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's unconscious.
For the butter knife and the trachea,
How did the
All right.
butter knife do 2 damage?
right? It's technically.
Well,
just-
as you go and
If
check,
you have a strength of 2, it literally would have to do 2 damage, even if it does 0.
and when you go look, he actually got him right in the back of the neck, like just.
Natty 20 with a butter knife.
Yeah, take that, stupid assassin.
Arwith,
Wait, Levi came over and killed mine?
yeah, totally splatted him.
Fine.
Just charged up and
Arwith looks at at one golem and the other golem. She gives a like that
Helicopter.
and turn sideways. And then you can hear them as they start doing a pass around on the outside.
Yeah.
She's like, her weapons are already back into her sleeves, and she's breathing heavy. And I apologize for this inconvenience.
Just know that next time, if you invite us to a fancy dinner, we're definitely wearing armor.
It is fair.
I just wanted to shush. I just wanted to establish that if we come in and we're like armored up.
So she's glares over at Jandar, and he's like, she's like, this is obviously very inconvenient for you twice now, she says to Jandar. And he's like, it wasn't me. They came for me too. She's like, did they now? And he rehashes in his mind, no, they didn't.
sounds like someone has to explain himself.
Or he's the target for capture.
I don't know what to say.
What exactly do you do?
He's an ambassador.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. I
have holes.
work for the
Fancy
ruling
clothes.
council, and I was to initiate talks. I've been given no authority to offer anything other than to let our wishes be known to start the negotiations is where I'm at. And
I'm grabbing a napkin and cleaning off the blood.
okay. Roll me a nature check.
Failed me. Why? 11.
Okay, you do find a vial on each of the other two. It's this thick, pasty white stuff, but you have no idea what it is because you rolled so bad.
I know.
Like, this is bad stuff to put on weapons.
Probably.
Tastes like ivory.
Could be a potion of healing for if they get wounded.
White paste.
Put white paste poison.
What was the guy that poisoned right in front of me?
Yep.
Did I see what color that was?
White.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious they're poisons.
Cool.
I'll just have
So-
to clarify with somebody else or myself later with a book.
So Jandar, you keep getting attacked by.
No, I haven't been attacked.
He missed the attack. He was supposed to be attacked,
Yes.
but he wasn't there
And
to
missed
be
the
attacked.
attack, and then now this. I apologize. I don't know. This looks terrible, but I assure you, it was none of my doing.
Can't
I
do that.
apologize, but I feel the need of pointing out the fact that I said that he's a great person to capture, and then you just stop and killed him.
Looks down at like it's one of the little steak knives that you use.
He still
So
announced
it's
it.
a bit more. He's like, I do apologize. In the heat of battle, I am.
Not battle ready, and
Yes.
yet
That's fair, but shouldn't be ignored.
Arwith,
She cocks her head at you.
You wanted us to meet with Jandar. You asked him to stick around until we got a chance to meet
I
with him.
thought it would be advantageous with his contacts with Cheliax if you had any questions about their slave trade and things like that. But,
Okay. No, I was
this
just...
was not...
On your agenda, yeah.
No, that is not what I'm...
Yeah.
Arwith, are you involved in any of the negotiations between Andoran, Eisger, or Cheliax in any substantial fashion? As far as I'm aware, you're
No.
Herbologist.
a city druid-ish.
She pauses. You see her head tilt a little bit sideways. Yes, that would be a good way to describe me. No. I try and stay out of the politicalness of it.
Plus, then she has to keep her job.
So, I'm just going to spitball here. The Mantises, the assassins, probably don't have a lot of involvement in your work.
I did not say that.
Oh,
So she
so they might have been here for you.
points at the vials as you're, putting
What
them away.
are they?
She looks at it and she says, "It is grave root."
Grave root?
Grave
I was just
root.
looking at that. It's not that expensive.
No,
I
it's
was
not too
wondering.
bad.
I was wondering if maybe you should buy a couple vials.
I have
has
a
two
couple
vials.
vials.
Couple levels, and I'll be able to make it. I think if I want to.
She, glaring at Jandar, looks over at you guys and she's... You probably surmised that besides the sale of perfumes, the taking care of the parks, plants can be used for... Looks directly at you. Other things. I may dabble in that. A little. But not what I would think would garner attention of the red mantises. But
Especially since they seem to enjoy your supplies.
And Jandar,
yes,
you work directly with the brokering of potential relations between Andoran, Eisger, Five Kings.
yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to understand the lay of the land. You don't see mantises very often.
No.
Sorry, if you were tired after such an ordeal, please don't let us keep you.
Okay. Looks over at Arwith. She frowns at him. You have my leave. He's like, and he, bowing, scraping, backs out that way. And then you hear him say, "Oh my," as he steps out the door. And a quick peek, and 3 of the leshies are just slashed to death out there.
Tree!
Those are people.
His name was Tree!
No, I know, but like, I'm upset because those are people. Like,
Yeah, and we met one, and he was nice.
His name was Tree, and he
He
smelled
had-
nice.
He had such a sad name. I was going to give him a cool nickname to make up for it. But now you'll never hear it.
So Arwith joins you guys at the thing. One of these come back and holds up a hand with 4 fingers up. She's like, "Thank you." And it goes back. And then this one, as you guys are talking, makes his way in and goes back as well.
So, like, looking at the leshies, like, Jandar just
Jandar
walked.
like, yeah, he's like
he's
steps
done.
past them, and he does not. He is not looking well. I know this game doesn't have insight, so I'm not gonna make you guys roll. But he's really really good at the deception thing, or this guy's like sick to the stomach, not doing well.
Which guy?
Jandar.
Jandar. The guy running away.
So he's left. He's
Gone.
gone.
Meanwhile, the dwarf, as he's next to you guys, you see him keeps flicking his wrists, right? Barking, basement, and you hear a clack clack, and it, so it's back to being a bracer, and his hands are free.
God, those are so.
But it took him a while.
Are those an item in that book?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Well,
They're very cool.
May need to.
in
Bracers of punching.
in a next life, I want those.
Okay.
When you're a monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was this close to being a monk in this edition, so
Same.
because they're so cool. Anyhow,
They are cool.
Arwith,
Yes.
they're assassins. Point at the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any? Do they take anyone live? Are they? Are they the wrong group for that?
That is the wrong group. Red Mantis assassins are here to kill. We were not meant to survive this. I don't think they realized. She points to her two golems. Don't think they realized we had extras.
Do they have names?
No.
Fred, Rick.
Why do you name everything this?
She tilts her head. Yes. Fred and Rick.
Just for you, Kirk.
Goodbye, tree.
So I couldn't help but notice that we had, as far as I could tell, an unarmed ambassador of Eisger at this
Yes.
dinner. Who is part of relations to not only break off of Cheliax, but to smooth out difficult relations between Andorran, Eisger, and other places.
Mm-hmm.
Something that Cheliax obviously is not keen about. And none of them attacked him.
Correct. Very interesting.
And he killed the one that we said. I said to capture. You said to capture. Both of those things were quite out loud, and then that stab was awfully specific.
Well, and like I said, I was working on the idea that maybe they wanted him alive. Maybe they were going to kill us first and take him alive. But like you said, if that's not the Mantis's MO, then he might not have even been on the killing list.
That is possible, yes. The other possibility that is very similar to your theory is kill us, question him, then kill him.
True.
That would fit the MO. Not normal, since the very few ever survive red mantises. It's hard to ask them, hey, did they question you before they killed you?
I'm just
You need
saying
to
that
speak with undead then.
Mantises
Or speak with the
are,
dead.
as far as I've been led to believe, a psychotic kill squad.
For hire.
Yes. If their job was to kill the politician, whether or not the rest of us killed them, going here and killing the target first would have made the most sense. Because then at least the job would have been completed.
Correct.
They didn't do that.
No.
They instead went for all the armed strangers. The druid, who they didn't know had giant stone soldiers, and as far as I can tell, the mercenaries they've never seen before.
I mean, I went and approached first, technically.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there are chances they, as assassins, did some background checking on us.
So why wait until... Wait, how long has the ambassador been here? Did he get here like this afternoon, or has he been staying with you?
4 days.
Okay. So the only thing that changed between yesterday and today is us.
Is all of us being in the same spot.
Yes.
So either A, we're all targets. B,
they didn't
all of
know
us are
about
targets
us.
except for Jandar. C, all of us were higher priority than Jandar. I don't know. Doesn't smell right. I don't know how much I trust the car.
Something is hinky and how stinky.
I just don't know how much I trust the ambassador.
That makes two of us.
That as far as I can tell.
I will ask a few plans. Let's see what I can surmise. If you care to come meet again tomorrow, or shall I meet more public place?
Anywhere
No, I
is
think-
comfortable.
Yeah.
I look up at
I feel like this place is
these
pretty
guys.
safe.
For some reason, I feel pretty safe here.
Same.
Can't place
Fair.
it.
Maybe it's Fred and Rick. Sorry to leave abruptly, but I kind of want to follow what's his name stealthily and see where he retreats to if he was staying with you.
Okay. No, he's staying at one of the higher inns.
Ah.
The Golden Lizard.
Cool. Well, they attacked mid-supper. I have full intentions on finishing.
That's fair. I'm gonna tail him real quick, try and
Okay.
stealthily chase after him.
All right. You finish supper. You tail him. You loot the bodies.
Yep.
Okay.
We get 6 sawtooth sabers.
6 sawtooth sabers. They each have the potency rune for +1. The studded leather armor each has slick on them.
Oh crap! It's greasy armor.
Yeah. You find in amongst them 1 bag of holding.
Yay!
3 times slick.
Aren't you glad we didn't buy?
Studded. 6 times sawtooth.
+1.
+1. Bag of holding.
Woohoo!
And 13 gold between them. And of course the 2 vials of
Poison melody thing.
That is 3 gold apiece.
Underneath the masks, they're just people, right? Like mantis.
yes,
Yeah,
they were 1 was an elf, 2 were human.
cool. Cool.
The elf was female. The 2 humans were male.
And sorry, when you say studded leather, it is for all intents and purposes studded leather armor, but it is red mantis armor.
Yeah, it's red. Well, you've read in some of the stories, and of course what bards say, the red mantis armor has extra. This is just red, painted red leather armor. The helmets, leather helmets, got the bug thingies and stuff. If these were actually red mantis assassins, you would have thought that helmets would be a better quality.
So these are knockoffs.
Can I roll like a crafting check to determine
Sure.
authenticity?
Yeah,
Society?
Can I roll society for that?
sure.
21.
21?
Not 21.
Okay.
16.
The quality of these do not match the bard stories. But bard stories, right? But
Is the paint still wet?
no. It's well made. It's leather armor. It's been enchanted.
And they all had the enchanted sawtooth sabers too.
Yes.
Okay. Trying to figure out if there's a way Lemmy could reach this conclusion. When they used the sabers, did they appear skilled with them? Because Lemmy, as a fighter,
Yeah.
I'm trained in almost every weapon.
They weren't whirling
except
dervishes.
sawtooth
Yeah.
sabers. Like I literally still I'm rubbing like
Yeah.
in the chart in that book. It's one of the only weapons that I can't handle.
Yeah.
So because it requires very specific training to use.
Yeah. They swung them well, but closing your eyes, going through the fight, it's like
They didn't do that much damage either.
no.
My
Really
wounds
hit
are
me.
not that big.
They dodged well. The armor worked well. They had the right weapons. You really expected more. they weren't clumsy with them. They hit, they cut. People are hurt, but not. No, there's something hinky and hell stinky.
So not only can I not trust the ambassador, I can't even trust the people who tried to kill us.
Exactly. All right. So join us next week as we continue with the mystery. Of course, McGill will be there, and that'll make things even more exciting.
Oh goodness, of course.
And thank you all for joining. And hopefully this Twitch channel worked really good. And if this works, we'll start advertising some more and get some more people watching and more people commenting. And we'll see where the story takes us. So thanks for watching. Let the Dice Decide.